What do you think's going on with Carney saying that we're no longer friends with the United States, and that the other post that he made recently that we have more in common with the UK than we do with America? You know, I have ancestries that go back in this whole land, America, Canada, the whole thing, go back to before the 1600s. I've got genetics that go back here. These are my people. The Americans and the Canadians are my people. And there's a reason why the natives there's no real border for natives, because those are their people. There's no real line for the natives. They get to go. My husband he's treaty. He has, like I was reading his treaty card, the one that the government gave to him back in the 80s. What is it? There's no line for him. He can go across. There's no imaginary line for him. There shouldn't be for me either, because my ancestors have been in both places since about the 1600s. I think a lot of Canadians are like that. We are Americans. It is America. We live on North Americans, right? And why would he say we're no longer friends with North Americans and we have a better relationship with the EU? What does the EU have to do? It's a completely different continent, and they speak multiple languages that we don't. I mean, most Canadians don't even speak the French. So why are we having to do with people that are right now doing the same thing that are previous, if you want to say previous, same government, liberal government, but massive immigration? Look at what's going on in the UK. Basically, they've got more now immigrants than they do people that are from Scotland and Ireland. And they're beating up and raping people, boys and girls, and beating up the elderly and disrespecting anybody. And they're calling for Sharia law all over Europe. That's what he is asking for to bring here. I mean, what we have here in Canada, it's really bad compared to the United States. Right now, they're going through a golden age. You guys think that Trump is so bad? He is a president for his people, and his approval rating every day is going up. It's not the other way. Don't let our news confuse you into thinking that they're upset with everything that's going on. They're finally happy because he's fulfilling all of the promises as he has said that he would do. And along with fully fulfilling these promises, he knew darn well this would be a hardship to Canada, which is just basically the little brother to the United States. So he offered them an olive branch to join into the riches, to have to come back and remember that tie that we have, that genetic tie that us Canadians, whether we are Indigenous or we've just been here since the Mayflower, us Canadians to join the United States and share in our riches. Like the song, One Tin Soldier. Everything that we have here, we will give to you. We will share our brotherly love. You are our brothers. But instead, they decided to mount their horses, draw their swords, and they killed every one of the mountain people. And what did they find when they came to the treasure on the top of the hill and opened it up? All it said was a note. Peace on earth was all it said. And that's what we've been offered. And yet, the Canadians are so horrendously blind that they do not see the sinking ship that Canada is, and the olive branch and the rescue that the United States has offered, and not seeing what these governments are doing, what they have done, what they will continue to do to the Canadian people. Do you know right now, as we are speaking right now, they are trying to change the municipalities all over Canada, and you can look this up, to give back the land to the natives, to make it so that they get the retribution. And if you start looking into history, which I have a lot, there's a whole lot different history, but I'm not going to go through that right now than what they're telling us. The history they're telling us is bullshit. But anyways, that is what they did in South Africa. Please understand, look into what they did in South Africa. They did this first, and the majority of the farmers were the Europeans, or so-called the Europeans, because white people are indigenous to South Africa, even though I'll get this video taken down for that, but that is actually true. Because we didn't magically appear in some spaceship and then take over the world. We actually are humans that have lived on the land and grown on the land just like all the rest of the people, right? And South Africa has always had indigenous white people. Looking through the Berbers, there's many different tribes all over the world of European-looking people, but they're not. They're just humans that are on the land, indigenous people. So all of these, they're planning on taking the rights away like they did in South Africa. So what are they doing now? So this was a number of years ago that they started this, right? So this is what they're doing here in Canada. They took away the rights. So then they've been able to oust them without paying them for anything. That, like, seriously, it's only white people. That's why Elon Musk cannot even have his internet in there, whatever it is. That's what I've got. He can't have that because he's a white man. No white man can own businesses in South Africa. That's what they're going to do here. And they're going to play on this whole that we stole everything from you. This will happen in Canada and Trump can't allow that. Trump can't allow that. Not only are they, because we've already heard Christina Freeland saying that she's going to put bombs on the borders heading towards the United States, right? They are looking at using it because ultimately, they don't care about Canada. They want to destroy the freedoms of the United States. They want to take away, that's what Trump's doing. He's pulling it back. He's saying, no more of this woke bullshit and all of that. It's for the people, for the people. Stop sending billions and trillions of money outside of our country. Bring it back. Let's protect the people that are vulnerable today. Let's help them with housing and with medical and all of the things that a government's supposed to do with the money that they get from the people. And let's bring in less taxes. Matter of fact, Trump's initiative in the very end is to end all federal taxes. So you should be actually listening to his speeches, not listening to what the other people are saying of what he's going to do for his people. But what we're seeing here in Canada, we are going towards communists fast. And Trump can't do that because if they do, we will be like Ukraine and we will be the fodder. We will be the ones that will be bombed. And I've went over the numbers to see how much the European Union can do against, like, how big is the United States? How big is their military power? And so I looked at that. Like, I know that NATO, United States, almost put in $1 trillion last year, and it was like $1.5 trillion, basically, the rest of the NATO countries put in. So basically, this is a huge portion is United States. So if they pull out their military from there, that really does crush NATO. I'm just saying it does crush NATO. And then when you look at just the what in AMU, like I went through this with AI. What is their military power? What is their ammo power? What is their money and stuff? It's still like a quarter. The whole of EU that we're saying that we want to is like a quarter of the power of the United States. And yet these are our brothers and sisters that we sit next to, that we have relations with, that we have DNA with, and stand on the same ground as us. Why are we wanting, as a Canadian, to go back to something that is fully slavery, fully freedom taken away, and fully population? They're changing the population because they've done it all over every other country that the EU is part of. So I don't know what you are fighting for because we have lost Canada and it's time to find it again.